Have you ever wondered, is there a way to make money on YouTube without actually monetizing your videos or needing 1,000 subscribers? Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you the exact ways that you can make money from YouTube without having 1,000 subscribers or hitting 4,000 watch hours. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Irvin Pena, also known as Irv Official. And yes, just like the title says, there is a way to generate income from YouTube without having to hit that 1,000 subscriber threshold or having to hit the grueling 4,000 hour marathon, as so many people tend to claim that it is. And so gone are the days that people solely rely off of YouTube to actually create a form of income. Although it is a great form of income, if I do say so myself, it does not have to be the only form of income, especially with what happened with the apocalypse or adpocalypse a few years ago. So if you've been struggling with the idea of I need 1 million subscribers to make a ton of money on YouTube, which by the way, you don't, or if you've been thinking to yourself, I need at least 4,000 hours, how can I get people to watch my content for 4,000 hours in order to be able to finally get monetized with YouTube, to finally start making some money off my videos, which by the way, you don't? Well, you came to the right video, because I'm about to share with you 5 different ways that you can make money off of your YouTube videos and off of your YouTube channel without having to rely off of actually monetizing your YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in right into the first one. So sponsorships is one that often comes across with some of the bigger platforms that people tend to kind of back away from because they feel that they don't have an audience large enough to actually attract sponsors, which in retrospect, it should actually be the other way around. Now, if you're new to sponsorship or brand deals, and if you've never heard of it before, this is pretty much how it works in a nutshell. Let's say that you have a makeup channel, or let's say that you have a technology-based channel. A company can reach out to you, or you can reach out to the company, vice versa, and they would go ahead and pay you to have a 15, 20, or 30 segment almost like a little commercial within your video. And then whether people sign up for the courses or whether people actually purchase their products or not, you would go ahead and cash out on a check. It can be $500 for 30 seconds. It can be $20,000. It can be as high as $1,000 if you are a YouTube household name. But don't get too discouraged, because I've actually seen smaller YouTube channels actually get endorsement deals from some of these companies. And now again, they don't have to be big sponsorships in order for you to actually get a nice chunk of change. You see, sometimes some of the smaller companies that reach out to YouTubers end up being the ones that pay out the most, because they're trying to build a name for themselves as well. So one of the ways that I can recommend for you to land some of these brand deals is reach out to these companies, make a list of all the players in your space, see if maybe you can land a deal with some of those companies, or you can take it the complete opposite route and you can try to land a partnership with other companies that maybe someone hasn't heard of that you feel is up and coming, kind of like your channel. It can actually be mutually beneficial for both of you guys to team up together and promote each other, because the same way if they were to come up, you're pretty much the face of their company once your channel blows up, and vice versa. If you blow up, then obviously you can land a bigger partnership with them and you pretty much become the go-to guy or the go-to gal for their deals moving forward. Now, number 2 is affiliate deals, and this is one of my favorite ones because, well, it actually requires little to no money. That's right, you can start bringing in passive income off of affiliate deals. Now, what's an affiliate deal? It's a little different from sponsorship deals. You see, with sponsorship deals, you get paid regardless whether the product sells or it doesn't for the brand that you decide to promote. But with affiliate deals, it's, let's say, and the easiest one that I can describe for you guys that most of us would understand is Amazon, specifically Amazon affiliates. You see, name one person that you know that doesn't shop on Amazon. Not many people, right? Let's say that you were to go into my description right now and you were to see that, okay, what type of equipment does he use for his videos? What type of lighting does he have? What books does Irv recommend? You would see all of that in an Amazon link, which is pretty much my Amazon store, the Irv Official store, right? Which I highly encourage you guys to check out anyways. So the way that this would work is, let's say you click on that and you say, well, you know what? I want to purchase the camera that he has because I like his videos, which again, I hope you do. But let's say that you actually end up purchasing that. Well, I would go ahead and receive a small portion of that total purchase received in my Amazon affiliate account. Now, that's just one affiliate. Now, one thing that I like about Amazon affiliate links is that it's absolutely free to start and you can get it up and running within really like right now if you wanted to go ahead and take that avenue. Same thing goes for any other affiliate link that you wanted to start. Again, I love it because it's a passive income. It's easy to use. It's really easy to endorse, especially if you are actually using the product yourself. And it's just another way for you to take your channel to the next level if you wanted to go ahead and promote something without having to throw in the money or the cost of actually building an entire business. So that's one of the pros that I see with affiliate marketing. The third way to monetize your YouTube videos without needing 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours is, well, selling your own products. That's right. And this is probably the most common one that I tend to come across with bigger channels though. Just because with this, it requires you to have a little bit more skill and an audience that actually trusts you. Now, when you're selling your products, either if it's something that you created or if it's something that maybe was given to you for you to promote, this is a little different from affiliate links because this is a direct sale. So let's say if I am selling a website portal or a website management where let's say someone creates websites for me, or if there's a makeup tutorial kit that I'm selling for either myself that I created or a company that's trusted me to endorse it for them, I would either A, make a bulk load of money off the back end for that product that's sold, or B, I would take a small margin for it if let's say the company gave me a small licensing for it. But for the purpose of the video, let's just say that a company of your choice sent you 50 kits, and then with those 50 kits, you can go ahead and promote them online. Let's say that off of each kit, you're making $10. That right there is what, off the top of my head, about 500 bucks off of selling those kits. That's pretty good right there. Again, not necessarily saying that you've had to build these kits yourself. It's just something that you've built on in terms of an audience to actually be able to monetize, which again, doesn't require you to have 1,000 subscribers. The backside of that is if you actually built something yourself, whether it's a digital product or a physical product, well, you'd be able to sell that as well, as long as you, again, have a strong rapport with your audience. Remember, this requires a little bit of more skill and a little bit of more trust, which is why it's maybe a little bit more difficult to do if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, but again, it is possible to still do it. Now, of course, you still want to be strategic with your videos, your thumbnails, your tags, things like that, as to how well and effective you can actually get your videos out into an audience. And one tool that I use in an affiliate that I have, full disclosure, is TubeBuddy. They actually make it super easy and convenient for me to be able to not only publish videos like this, but to make sure that I'm using the right tags, the right thumbnails, and the right descriptions, and it helps me rank them to see how well I'll be able to stand up against similar videos to this. So if you wanted to check that out, you can go ahead and do so by visiting the link down below for a free 14-day trial. Now, the fourth way to monetize your channel as well, have it used as a funnel. You see, the easiest way for you to gain customers and the fastest way for you to build trust, in my opinion, is by video, especially if you're putting out good content that people can relate to, that people trust, and they feel emotion behind it. And what better way to utilize that as leverage to reach not just one person whenever you're speaking with them face to face, but hundreds of thousands of people even when you're sleeping. You see, the odds of someone watching this video right now at 2 p.m. is very likely. At 5 p.m. is very likely. It doesn't matter what time you're on it, even if you are watching it at 4 a.m. as you're getting ready, let's say for work or for a real job, right? Here's what ends up happening. I can never reach that many people by myself. So what ends up happening with the video is that it serves as really the middle grounds for me to reach thousands upon thousands of people, even when I'm out there physically. Now, if this translates into a business that you currently operate, let's say that you sell real estate for a living, or let's say that, again, you have a digital product that you want to sell on the back end. Well, as you're sleeping or as you're out creating content or as you're out maybe dealing with another customer, this serves almost as a resume, or this serves kind of as a hook to reach that audience, thus creating what we call in the business world leads. And we know that leads are the lifeline of any business. It doesn't matter if you're in Amazon, it doesn't matter if you're Apple. Leads eventually turn into customers, and customers ultimately become profits for a business, which is the bloodline for any structure. So as you put out content, especially if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, even if it's one person watching your content, that can be a potential customer that may sign up to your website for a quote, that may sign up to maybe have you show them a property. If you sell life insurance, that could be a big life case that you end up picking up. Thus, that ends up becoming possibly a bigger sale on the back end than you could have ever made off of one YouTube video, especially if your YouTube channel runs on a lower CPM once you actually do monetize. But that's a complete different video. And the fifth and final way for you to actually monetize your channel is by selling your services or some type of coaching program. That's right. So this is a little different from the fourth one, which is selling more so of your business and picking up leads. This is more of services and maybe a consulting type of business that you actually wanted to take. So let's say if you wanted to hop on something like Patreon, or if you wanted to hop on Teachable, which are platforms where kind of brings people off of YouTube, and you can pretty much charge whatever you want to charge on those platforms for, let's say, a bi-weekly coaching of how to scale multiple incomes, or if you wanted to build another channel on Patreon of how to build passive income, or how to build a portfolio for investments. Those are all things that you can do with Patreon, with Teachable, with Skillshare, and the list goes on, right? And the reason why that is important is because you end up building an email list. If you can build an email list off of YouTube and put those people on those platforms, well, one, it becomes more intimate. Two, you don't even need more than 1,000 people at that point, because you start to spread yourself too thin, especially if you're starting out. And three, you can earn a good living with 500 loyal customers. I heard it one time from my mentor. He says, look, Irv, if you want to make a living, if you want to earn a good living, all you need is 1,000 customers that will be loyal to you, whether you show up, or be loyal to you if you decide to switch up your actual business model. And that's so important, especially with this as your content creating, because if, let's say, you are focused on only one form of content creation, you only talk about art, and then all of a sudden you want to switch over and you want to start talking about business. Well, that's pretty radical, and you can lose a big portion of your audience, especially as your audience starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. What ends up happening now, though, is if you're on Patreon, or if you're on those other platforms where you can coach these people, they're there for you. They want to know what you have to say. And so when you have that trust with your audience, they're going to show up. They're going to pay $5, let's say, per month for Patreon. They're going to pay $100 for a bi-weekly coaching call. They're going to pay for you to consult them one-on-one if it's $500 that you wanted to charge for per hour, or if it's $200 that you wanted to charge a week. Whatever your price is, and again, that's way more money that you would be able to make off of YouTube rather than your videos actually be monetized with YouTube. So as you can see, there are various ways that you can actually monetize your channel here on YouTube without actually having to go through the grind of having 4,000 watch hours or even 1,000 subscribers. You see, once you get creative and you realize, okay, I have what's in me to be able to build the system and to be able to gain trust with my audience and gain trust with my clients, and ultimately turn them not just into relationships, not just into, let's say, transactions, but also turn them into a lifelong audience that's going to come back and watch whatever I decide to talk about. That's when the game changes. And there you guys have it. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments on these ideas, if you've actually used any of these yourself, or if you plan on maybe integrating these as you build your way into monetizing your channel. As always, feel free to hit that like button down below if you found value in this content. Go ahead and join the official community by hitting the subscribe button down below so you can get weekly updates just like this each and every single day of how to build your YouTube channel successfully, in different ways to build in passive income along the journey. And tap that notification bell so you can join the notification squad every time we have videos like this dropping each and every single week. Once again, my name is Irvin Pena, also known as Irv Official. Until next time, everyone, we'll see ya.